I'm right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head! What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. Make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids, that's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids, that's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head! What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids, that's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
And with that, welcome into ECAC Rocket League, week number 4 of Swiss play, as we get about the halfway point of the regular season of competition. I'm Curtis. I'm along with Mustache. And Mustache, first of all, welcome. I know this is your first time working with myself, and my first time working with you. Should be a fun time, but we got a good matchup. A couple of 3-0 teams that are look pretty good through the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm excited. This should be a good matchup, like you said. Both teams 3-0, so obviously good starts throughout the Swiss round that we've been having for the last 3 weeks. Now halfway as we enter into the 4th week, and looking over these two teams, both of them having stellar goes throughout these 3 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely competitive all throughout their 3 matchups so far, and they look at a best of 5, try to separate the pretenders from the contenders at this point. A couple of teams that are undefeated going into this week. Obviously, with Swiss play, we need to determine which one is going to take a loss in this matchup. So Kean University and Boise State, your 2 combatants in this particular avenue of competition. And going to be a good-looking matchup. I don't think we need to wait very long, Mustache. I think we can get this going. Let's send the signal out to the teams and get them underway. It is a best of 5 to see exactly who is going to remain undefeated into round 5 of the Swiss play. And Mustache, a couple of interesting players on each side, a couple of interesting names as well. Looks like Indemnity is the one I'm going to be looking at on the Kean side, and then Boise State. Do you have anybody that you're keeping an eye on?
On Boise State, I want to see what Lyons is going to do. He's actually the sub for Boise State, so he's having to come in for danger. So will he come out with a super sub mentality is going to be the first order of business you want to see. But Skull with a nice little pass out, Indemnity trying to take it away from Instinct rather, but Boise State coming out with some great pressure to start the game off with. And I noticed that through their 3 weeks that they have their 3-0 record right now, they swept all 3 teams. So Boise State looking like the hot contender, but Skull's going to get this one cleared away, still in dangerous territory.
Game still scoreless, though. Boise State, you mentioned, sweeps in all 3 of their rounds. We'll see if they can do it. The Broncos flying high at the moment. Indemnity is going to put this off his own nose. Incoming offensive attack from Lyons. He'll get a touch. Waits patiently. That goes left wing side. Gill near side scores. And Boise State has the first strike on the board. It's a 1-0 lead.
That was just great pressure to come out from Boise State. Lyons putting it off the backboard, drawing out one defender. Gill receiving it on that near post. And, there was that gap on the goal line, and just unfortunate situation for Kean University, but they're able to digress as I say that, though. It goes towards the post. Dangerous still. Instinct has got to try and get control. He drops it down to Lyons. Sub coming in, putting a shot on Indemnity, though, getting the clear and keeping this at a 1-goal game in favor of Boise State, but they are trying to turn around on the goal line. Lyons able to get this one out. Sauce trying to drop this one down, seeing if they can put one in. The 2 defenders getting this one right there on the line, but you see Kean University trying to get themselves started on that offensive push, and they're not happy that Boise State got that first goal. I'm thinking they'll be able to turn this one around.
Yeah, a couple of missed opportunities on the Kean side and the Boise State side, so remember those if we get farther in, and it's still 1-0. This will be a chance for Boise State to clear their back lines, but it goes behind Lyons. Gill out to the sidewall, caught up the ramp. Coming in, Broncos working to set up the offense. Gill trying for a touch out top. Not going to work. Left wing side it remains. Chance for Sauce to get it away. Indemnity's going to try to follow this. Keeps it low. Tries for a pinch. And Lyons will turn and get contact. It only goes as far as midfield, though, until Lyons gets a second touch to send it all the way down. We're approaching halftime. Game number 1, still a 1-0 lead for Boise State. But Kean has definitely had some opportunities. He's got to actually hit the finish button on a couple of them. We might have a different game.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to get it past the defense of Boise State. Like you said, a lot of close calls. And again, we've got a nice counter right here as Instinct's going to try and get control out in the corner, seeing if he can take it at least to midfield. He does, has great control. And I'm noticing Boise State, if anybody saw the North American RLCS regional this last weekend, Justin showing why the Merc is a solid choice of a vehicle, and Boise State, all 3 of them rocking it. So maybe the Merc meta is starting to pick up as they do hold on to their 1-goal lead. Instinct see if they can add one more. 2 minutes left on the clock. Lions in the air, drops it down. A light touch, wide open net, but Skull on his rotation, able to get it cleared out. And we are still over here on the Kean University half.
Boise State really working the pressure, though, very, very well as of right now. This will be a chance for Indemnity to clear, but it's taken away. Sauce and Skull team up. This is going to go towards the back wall in the Kean end. Dangerous area. Instinct puts it top of the box. Lions decides not to turn on it. He'll take possession back in his own end for the moment as he'll flip at it, trying to get it back to midfield, but there's a good demo. Boise State trying to clear their line. Good touch. That's going to go off the corner and up the ramp. Chance for Kean still to clear their lines as it'll go off the nose. Indemnity falls on top of it. Has some sauce help. We have 1:15 to go. 75 seconds of gameplay. And Kean working on the doorstep, trying to get it there, but Gill with a nice play above his own crossbar will take that opportunity away for the Broncos to clear.
I really thought that was going to be the chance for Kean. They had some fantastic plays developing in front of them. Great control, just trying to hold on to the possession, not able again to solidify the goal needed. They've got 50 seconds left. Can they do it here? As Lions was going to try and start that push, but Skull dropping it down, not able to receive or get the pass out to his other teammates. Sauce trying to hold down the fort as they are stuck here on the defensive side yet again. Lions getting a pass, but two defenders able to get it cleared away. So luckily the defense still working out for Kean University. We've seen so many opportunities on their offensive side, but we've got to see that one go into the net. 20 seconds left. Are they going to be able to do it? Right now, Boise State, whenever they get pushing on offense, they look good, and Instinct is going to drop that one in for the potential nail in the coffin.
Yeah, that was tough. Indemnity actually missed boost in the corner. That would have given them the opportunity to try to go after this save, but Instinct able to put that one in the far side away from Indemnity as it caused a Boise State goal, essentially with 17 seconds to go. Coming into the last gasp of effort for Kean to get back in this and try to take this game number one. This will be in the corner. They're going to try to get it out top of the box. Indemnity misses contact. Gill with the flip over one. Going to try to add one more. Doesn't matter. Game one belongs to Boise State. They're going to take a 1-0 lead in this series with a very well-rounded team-based effort. And it will be a 1-0 lead, best of 5. So they need 2 more to get themselves a 4-0 in this league.
And that was a solid effort by Kean University. Again, we saw them have the opportunities. They weren't able to put it in the back of the net, and it just maybe the accuracy there. They had 3 shots to their name. But looking at Boise State, what is that, 11 to come out from them on shots. 2 goals. So, again, maybe the accuracy not in their favor, but hey, it doesn't matter how many you get in the back. You just need to have more than your opponent. Kean, I think they've got the defense there. They just need to, get that offense really into a form factor that they are proud of, because right now they just weren't able to get past the defense for Boise.
They got to finish their chances. Talking about Kean, they had plenty of chances regardless of the shot count. There were chances were pretty much even on both sides. I liked what I was seeing really from the pressure on offense from both teams. And if Kean can actually start putting those in the back of the net, Boise State very strong defensively, it would seem, then we will have a very different game too. But Boise State, they cannot rest on their laurels. This is a pretty good offense from Kean, and even their defense isn't bad either. They were just pressured until the point of cracking. So we'll see if Kean can get themselves going, get a goal in the back of the net, and get themselves with a really good start here in game 2.
Indeed. So game 2 on the line. I personally say in a best of 5 series, game 2 is the most important because, yes, Kean University being down a game, now they can try to win this one, even up the series, prolong this series. But if Boise State's able to win game 2, that puts Kean in a very awkward situation as now all the players of Boise State switching to the cars that they are well known for. And just like that, Lions, that sub that we were talking about, able to sneak it by. Just the defense on the wrong foot in the back of the line, and Indemnity coming off that wall couldn't do much with it.
Gill's touch there was a little bit sneaky. It actually was more of a changeup for the Kean defense as they were expecting that ball to go towards net. It went behind him to a teammate, and he had an open net to shoot at. Good work. Boise State trying to add one more here. The carry towards the net is a great one, and Lions in 14 seconds has 2 goals, and the Broncos have a 2-0 lead.
if Lyons is the sub, I want to see him play more often. I mean, fantastic car control and ball control to come out from him, and to already have the 2 goals to his name is a fantastic start to Boise State. We only saw 2 goals from them in the entirety of the 5 minutes in game number 1. And just like that, Sauce, awkward Indemnity having to do what he can to get that out of harm's reach. Down the sideline it goes. Indemnity just trying to get anything going, and I do feel like the Kean University offense that we saw from game 1 are having a little bit of a stutter step here in game 2, but the chance is still there. Luckily, in a 5-minute game, when the opponent scores that early, that gives you plenty of time to play catch up, and I definitely believe Kean can do so.
They can. It's going to get somewhere. It's going to get some ball control in the offensive zone. We'll see if they can do it. Gill and Lyons team up on a clear. Indemnity puts it up in the air. This will pop top of the box. Instinct up above his own crossbar. Chance there for Skull to put it deep in. Sauce in the area. Going to try to touch it out top of the box. Indemnity towards the left side of the net. Not going to work, just wide of his target. That's going to flip towards the net as well. Gill and Instinct team up on a clear away. They call that a double commit in the school of Rocket League. And this will be off the ceiling. Right in front, the touch. Lions with another clear. Man, Kean looking pretty okay right at the moment, but a lot of issues trying to put this ball in between the frames. That's going to equal a counter the other way, and Gill will score from the halfway line. A 3-0 lead on a great counter for Boise State.
That was so unfortunate. You see that Fields flip. He thought he had a touch on it. It goes right by him. You said it best. They had such a push right there. Everything looking like what you wanted to when you're on that offensive push, but they weren't able to do much with it. It kind of just fizzled out, and unfortunately they do get scored on the counterattack. But one thing I want to see are them capitalizing on the on the double commits rather. You said it yourself. We've seen one already here from Boise State. I believe there was another one in game number 1, and just like that, Boise State throwing another one. So even if they have double commits, it really doesn't matter because they are just looking good when they get that offensive push.
Gill, real good pressure in the offensive corner there. Gets the bait and then brings the defender out to him and creates an open scenario in the front of the net for Instinct to put that one in. But Boise State been able to do that. Their ball control is very, very good so far in this series, and it's putting Kean in some real tough spots with 3 minutes to go in the second game.
It's a good demo. I thought he was going to be able, Indemnity, I thought he was going to be able to throw that one right in between the post and the defender. Again, a great chance, a great shot that would have given them a sigh of relief to maybe, get that morale going. Right now, when you're down 4 goals and still a half a game left, that can definitely, ruin the demeanor on the team. So, Lions, the pass from Instinct was perfect. Drops it down, a great pinch, and we see the 5th goal in for Boise State.
That's a great pass. You got 2 defenders also out of the back wall as well, not in frame, kind of figuring out what they're going to do because they have no momentum going towards the ball. That created a 2v1 scenario in the front of the net, and Boise State taking full advantage and full momentum in this series. Instinct trying to drop that at an angle. Lions is up as well. Instinct goes back in, try to steal a little bit of time, and it'll be back out at the halfway line for the moment. 2:17 to go, 5-0 lead in game 2 for Boise State. They are very close to taking a 2-0 lead in this best of 5.
And now you're going to start seeing a completely different Boise State. They're just vibing out here. They're having fun. They're enjoying this game. And so you start to see them, pushing up a little bit more than they need to because they have the safety net of the 5 goals. Instinct is there. Lions, I thought maybe would potentially go for that one. He elects not to. But see the pressure to come out from Boise State, and that's why they have the 5 goals. They are constantly encroaching on the last third of Kean University, and right now they are just showing why they are such a tough team to beat. And like I said, they had 3 sweeps in all of their 3 weeks here in ECAC, so they are definitely a tough team to try to take down.
They're trying to add Boise State, or try to add Kean University to their list of sweeps. That would be 4 for them so far. This will be a chance for Sauce. He'll put it up into the air. It's a little bit of a bounce in front. It will go by the wayside as Instinct will bring it out to the top of the box. Lions needs to make a save. Gets the pinch. Gill with the clear. Nice teamwork by Boise State to get their defensive lines cleared away with 60 seconds to go in game number 2. Boise State primed and ready to put their Kean University rivals on in an elimination game, and Lions is going to seal this one away with a dandy of a shot from the top of the box.
He has got quite a scoreline just by himself, and of course he does. Look at the pass from Gill, just perfect setup. When you're spoon-fed goals like that, it's almost like given that you have to put that one in the back of the net. But one thing I want to see from Kean is just to get the 1 goal. Yes, 6 goals down, probably not going to win this game, but they need that morale boost. They need to get 1 by Boise State to put them in the right mindset, because right now, nothing just going for them on that offensive side. Like we saw in game 1, a much closer challenge between the two squads. But right now, this has been all Boise State. 25 seconds left. Gill's going to try and get this one around. And maybe Kean puts a little bit more pressure on. I've noticed the spacing a little bit too far for them, for my liking, against this Boise State squad. So maybe you just try to push up what you can to see what you can get by. But Lions is going to put yet another one in. 7 seconds left and 7 goals to boot.
It's very, very good work from Boise State, though. 7-0. They're going to go ahead and take this second game and put themselves in a spot where they can take match points. This is becoming a little bit lopsided, but we know they are capable of possibly bringing this one back. Boise State takes game 2, though, 7-0 the final score. Nice part about game 3, though, Mustache, is it starts at 0-0. So we go back even Steven once again.
Yes, and that's exactly what Kean University wants to see. They need to just wipe game 2 away from their mind and say, look, that one snowballed a little bit too quick. Let's go back to that game 1. They have to. You're in game 3 now of a potential sweep. You cannot let this one turn into another game 2. They've got to kind of put that defense, their defense in game 1 was fantastic to look at. And you see here, or they only had 3 saves against the, now again, 11 shots from Boise State, but this time Boise State having 7 goals rather than the 2 from game 1. Their accuracy getting a lot better. You've got to watch out if you're Kean.
Yeah, absolutely. Kean having an issue with basically they were having an issue taking advantage of opportunities in games. We're in game 1. In game 2, they really had more of an issue clearing their back line and keeping Boise State out of their end. They couldn't counterattack well. They didn't have a lot of boost to go around between the 3 of them, and that was partly because Boise State was all over their boost corners. So watch for Kean to take control of their boosts in their end and maybe take some ball control and maybe get some chip and chase going and get some opportunities in front that they can capitalize on. They are looking for their first goal entering into game number 3. They are definitely more than capable. They've had plenty of opportunities. Let's see if they can get it. Scoreless as we enter into game 3. Match point. Boise State trying to finish this series off at a 3-0 clip.
And just right out of the gate, Boise State coming in strong, throwing all 3 members at it. Neither of them able to get by, but the defense having to hold down, as even though a few attempts haven't gone in the way of Boise State, they are still putting the pressure on, which is going to cause a little bit of heartache up there for Kean. But if they can control the midfield, capitalize on the double commits to come out from Boise State, they have the chance right off the crossbar. Skull's going to put that one out to get the clear. Lions keeping the pressure going for Boise. Instinct in the air, drops it down. The demo on the goal line. Smoke clears. Gill puts it in, and Boise State will take the first goal.
And rubbing a little bit of salt in the wound there. Instinct with a nice pass, and you see Lions, who went for the goal line, takes out their last line of defense, but more offensive pressure from Boise State equals a goal for them no matter how they got it, bet demos or not. That's good work from the Broncos. They have a 41-second goal and a 1-0 lead, but Kean still has plenty of time try to extend this series. Indemnity looking for the first strike for them. They tie the series up or tie the game up at 1 apiece, 48 seconds in.
And there you have it. Sauce getting that by. Gill just getting an awkward touch. Lions can't get there. Indemnity in the right spot. The rotation's working perfectly. Fantastic showing there from Kean. Let's see more of that. There's plenty of time here in game number 3. They don't want to end this series in a sweep. They definitely don't want to end it in 3 games. They want to keep it going, but they have to keep this pressure up. So far, they are doing so. As Indemnity is going to take this one from Gil. Another awkward touch from him. Lions, though, getting it cleared. Lions in the air. Sauce, can he get this by? He wanted to recover, but wasn't able to do so. And Indemnity is going to be able to get a light clear out, and a little bit of a bump from an orange player is going to give the boost needed to get the ball out to at least Boise State's half. The Lions and Gil both there. A little bit of double commit to come out from Boise State again. That's the key to victory there for Kean, is capitalizing on those double commits.
They try to force as many as they can, but then they haven't been able to do anything with them to this point. See if they can change that. Flip reset there. Double commit Indemnity back towards midfield. That'll drop towards the ground and stay there. Instinct will defer to Gil. Gil with a hard touch back into the offensive corner. Skull with a real nice clear. Gets it around that wall back to the midfield line. Demo in the backfield as well. Takes out a Kean player. Up in the air, right wing side. Lions gets a touch. Wasn't great though. Past top of the box. Coming in is Skull. He's not going to get there in time. And back the other way comes Boise State. The flick is a good one. Towards the net, Indemnity with a save. Gill's in the area as well. It's going to remain in the offensive end. Lions can't touch it. And eventually taken away by Indemnity. And here comes Kean University trying to take their first lead.
And that's a fantastic counterattack. Sauce, getting the pass out, but nobody on that side, and probably rightfully so. You had 2 Boise State players there. I don't know if they would have been able, if anybody from Kean would have been able to get the touch, but almost another dunk right there. I saw Indemnity get a dunk on that goal, or on that midfield line rather, and it would have been a fantastic play to get the go-ahead goal to give them the lead, but unfortunately we are stuck over here on Kean's defensive half. Indemnity almost getting bumped out, but Skull on the post, able to get us out of harm's reach off the backboard. Indemnity in the air. He gets a touch, doesn't get the double. Sauce is there and can't capitalize on it. But again, Kean looking fantastic on the offensive side. Much better than game 2.
Yeah, they're getting a little more confident with their mechanical touches. I'm liking what I'm seeing on that side. This will be a chance for Lions, though, in front. Skull gets the clear. That was dangerous. Back the other way comes Kean. Tries to flick it around Lions. That's going to be a play off the sidewall. Bounces in front. Gil with a great clear. With a second touch as well. Gets it deep into Kean territory. Skull puts it up in the air off the save. Up is going to be Sauce. He'll win it back to the top of the box. And Indemnity needs a clear as well. He'll get one as it gets sent back towards the halfway line, but no further than that, as Boise State really looking to set up shop in that offensive end. Lions is there with a shot, and Sauce comes up with a nice save. He'll flip it back to midfield, and it's a little bit further in.
You know, Kean's been having some fantastic offense, but I'm loving the defense to come out from them. Their backboard defense alone has been fantastic, and you constantly see Boise State cut those corners. What a shot by Indemnity! As I'm talking about their defense, their offense steps up, and they take their first lead.
That's a perfect pass across from Sauce. Sees Indemnity coming in top of the box. Infield passing, something we haven't really seen from either side to this point. Everything's been off the corners or the walls, and now it's a Kean University lead for the first time in this series. That's a great start for them as they try to extend this series. 45 seconds left. Gil will defer towards the net, saved by Indemnity. He'll get it back out top of the box, but here comes Boise State. Instinct right in front. Gil will score. Tie game again with 36 seconds to go.
I think there was just a missed touch. Yes, Skull not able to get it. Sauce trying to reach out for it, but Gil able to get it by him. All tied up, 36 seconds left. This has been a fantastic game 3 to say the least, but there is still life in both teams as Instinct is going to take out Indemnity. Lions over to the corner. Does he receive his own touch? Indemnity just trying to cause interference. This one off the backboard, drop down, and Indemnity couldn't get the touch, and Instinct, it falls in for him. The lead back to Boise State. This is looking close.
Very dangerous touch. Instinct with some nice mechanics above the crossbar. Reading where that ball is going to go. Gets a perfect touch towards the yawning net. 3-2 lead for Boise State. Does Kean have a hero on the roster as they try to extend the series? Right wing side, Indemnity pulls it out to Skull. Skull towards the net, saved by Lions. Sauce in the area. It will go right to him. Sauce towards that net as well. Off the nose. Skull needs a touch. Nice takeaway. Chance for Boise State to finish it, and they will. Lions will score to put the game away and the series away to boot. 4-2 Boise State Broncos.
Instinct. That touch was dirty. Sets it up perfectly for Lions. Gives him the hammer. Gets the nail. Puts it in the coffin. That is it. 4 seconds left. You cannot see the 2 goals needed. So Boise State will take the series, get another sweep to their name as they are now 4-0. But Indemnity trying to get one at least for the road. A fantastic showing from Kean. I really enjoyed this game 3, but a few little mishaps on the defensive side allow Boise State to take it all.
They do indeed. That's not ideal, but it is definitely a very nice win for the Boise State Broncos staff. That's a real good start for them in this 4-0. So definitely something to keep in mind as these guys are really on tap with what they need to do in this particular competition level. I like it. We are going to have some post-game coverage for you here in just a moment in time. But first, our friends at Lenovo have a message for you. Lenovo Legion knows you play to win. To stand out from the competition, you need equipment that matches the speed of your thoughts and actions. Legion Y25 monitor delivers wins in the toughest, most critical situations with its extreme 1 millisecond response time to its insane 240 hertz refresh rate. Legion Y25 doesn't just keep up, but does a lot more. Built for those engaged in vast multiplayer battles at the tournament level, the Legion Y25 offers a 24.5-inch FHD IPS panel with built-in NVIDIA G-Sync capability. The Legion Y25 monitor is available at Lenovo.com and other fine retailers. Thanks to Lenovo for putting this on with the ECAC guys. We will be back with some conversation from the winning team, the Boise State Broncos, when we come back here. This is ECAC Esports, week number 4 of Rocket League.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
And welcome back into ECAC's Week 4 coverage of the Rocket League tournament they've got running. This is Curtis. I'm along with Mustache. We are just after a 3-0 Boise State win where they were able to take the sweep over Kean University in this Week 4 of Swiss play. So Kean moves to 3-1, Boise State at 4-0. And we have one of the victorious players from Boise State's Rocket League roster. It is Gil. Gil, how you doing, sir? Welcome into the broadcast booth, and a great game to you.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. You know, always like a 3-0 on the day.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But we'll talk about more about the game in a second. I want to know a little bit about you. What makes Gil Gil? What's your major? How far are you into it? And how did you get into Rocket League?
I am a freshman computer science major.
Okay.
And man, I got into Rocket League because I think I saw it on like a YouTube video or something back in 2016. I thought it looked like a ton of fun. And ever since I picked it up, it's been my main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Love the game.
Yeah, I think a lot of us were pretty similar to that around that time frame for sure. I was 2016 as well. But I've got the Mustache with me, and I think the main thing I'm going to wonder real quick going into that is, did you guys have a particular game plan going against Kean? Did you guys study any video, or did you do any more focusing on just what you guys were able to do well?
Yeah, our game plan going in was just play our game. I don't know if we really had anything on Kean. We just kind of wanted to come in and establish like our pace of game. Definitely didn't work out right away, but luckily I have carry teammates and instinct and Lions. We were able to pull it through anyways.
Go for it, Mustache.
Oh man, yeah, you guys looked good. We were talking about it before the game started that you guys swept all of your other series. You sweep this one again. Obviously, a strong powerhouse throughout the ECAC right now. Yeah, you guys looked phenomenal. I have to say, going back to Curtis's question, the game plan and stuff like that, I love the fact that you all came out in Mercs. Was that just something out of the blue that you guys were just like, that right there said a lot, because I'm like, all right, these guys are having fun. They're gonna just go out there and vibe. Like you said, it was a little bit slow rolling to get the 2-0, but I wanted to know if it was a playing thing. We want to do this Merc meta that Justin seems to have started, or if it was just like,
That's
whatever.
exactly where I was going to go with that. Yeah, so they were talking about what cars, like, if we wanted to do something different. And I was like, no, we got to be Justin fanboys and go all Merc. So that was the game plan.
I loved
And
it.
it didn't work out. We switched, but
That's
I
pretty
thought
that
great.
was the game plan.
I had to make a statement about that. Obviously, that was a big conversation throughout our OCS, but yeah, you guys looked good. And then, man, game 2, you guys turned around, and you completely turned around. Everybody got back in their cars, and you guys look good. So yeah, congratulations on that win.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it.
I want to have it noted that the real Merc starter was actually James Bot back in the day.
That's true, the
the original
Pigeonhead.
RLCS. So yeah, Pigeonhead. Gotta love some Pigeonhead. No doubt about that. So going into the rest of this ECAC Swiss, you sit at 4-0. At this point, tops in, or one of the top teams in the competition so far. Do you guys have anybody that you're looking at down the road that you're like, you were probably gonna have to play them, and you're just kind of circling them on your calendar?
I think for us, not really. I think it's just take every game as the next series. Whoever we're playing, as long as we're playing at our best, we should win. So that's kind of what we're looking at.
Okay. All right. Well, fair enough. Thank you very much for the time. Good luck the rest of the way. We are looking forward to seeing more from Boise State in the rest of Swiss, and also in the tournament coming up after Swiss play concludes. Thanks very much, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, appreciate it. Enjoy the night, guys.
Absolutely. With that said, we are going to conclude things here on the Rocket League portion of the ECAC broadcast. For Mustache, I am Curtis. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll head over to ECAC Overwatch for week 4 of their league as well. As Phil and LaFon will bring you Bay State College and SUNY Canton. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. Stay right there. This is ECAC Esports.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother, soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother, soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 Wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch ahead! What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch ahead! What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to week number 4 of the ECAC Overwatch tournament. Big Hungry Phil and LaFon here to bring you tonight's action. LaFon, welcome to the broadcast. What have we got to look forward to today?
Well, we've got a good match in our hands, of course, as we always do. And at this point in time, I mean, we have to kind of consider the teams that we have at our opportunity to witness on the stream here, Phil. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the rosters here. Bay State College versus SUNY here as we Canton as we are on the set. And for one of these teams, I mean, we've got a pretty solid track record in terms of their records. So excited to see how well they can keep that performance going.
That's right. For Bay State Varsity Maroon, the team we're watching today, they are currently 3-0 coming into week 4. And I did some drilling down into the data. They have dropped 2 points over the course of those 3 matches, 1 on control and 1 on hybrid. Unfortunately, for our other team, which is SUNY Canton Varsity, it's a little less of a positive record. It's 2-1, still great, still puts them in the top 50% of teams. But it does mean that, if we're using past performance as an indicator of future success, which, whether or not you want to do that to your own prerogative, does feel like BSC probably have the momentum going into this, and it's going to be up to Canton to really step up the game and prove they can take out a 3-0 team, because their loss was to another 3-0 team, that being, and I wrote this down because, boy, I can't read it, Rensselaer Polytechnic last week.
Yes, RPI.
RPI, there we go, yeah.
Yeah. We had them on broadcasting.
Okay.
We just call them RPI. It's a lot easier.
Thank you very much, yeah.
But for to that point, I mean, we definitely have an underdog situation here as a result, right? I mean, the 2-1 squad, they have the record, and yes, we have to take past performance as an indicator of future sort of success, because that's really all we have to work off of at this point in time for the broadcast crews. So for Bay State, the question here isn't, I think, are they the favorites? It's how well are they going to execute off the top of the game? Because coming out of the gates, if they can continue that sort of hot streak we've seen we've kind of had them showcase, then I think that's a good indicator for how the series as a whole can kind of shape up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe I did get a chance to cover SUNY Canton a couple of weeks back during my first broadcast. And it's not that they were an underwhelming team. It's not that they were a bad team. There didn't seem to be too many moving parts that weren't moving correctly. I think it's just maybe they needed a little more polish. But it's been a couple of weeks since we've seen them on broadcast, and we are just about ready to throw in and see whether they've applied that polish successfully. As we load into our first map is, of course, going to be a control map, and I believe, unless my memory is failing me, it's going to be Lijiang Tower to start with, LaFon.
Yeah, it's going to be Lijiang Tower as map number 1. So you're still right there, Phil. We got you. We still got you.
Yeah, I'm getting old. You got to keep an eye on the memory.
I mean, between the two of us, we're basically ancient here on this broadcast, right?
Yes.
I turn 85 tomorrow, so by
Lord.
which I mean 26. So
Yeah.
there's it's basically over the hill for me here, right?
Yeah,
so
26 is 85 in esports years.
Exactly.
That's how the conversion works.
To Lijiang Tower, of course, this is a map we've seen a lot of in this particular tournament, and it's a map we've seen a lot of in general. Teams are very familiar with this or with this map type, right? It's one of the oldest maps in Overwatch. People have played it a lot, right? We've kind of seen what the map has sort of stabilized into. We get the high mobility on this point on Garden as these teams kind of have locked in already. We get the rush compositions, sort of the brawl in Control Center, and the Night Market is sort of a free-for-all in terms of what you want to run. But we do have to start off on Garden as we are underway. Both these teams high tempo. Sombra Tracer versus Mara Tracer in play. Phil, the gates have unlocked, and we are underway.
Always a slightly dangerous approach going over to the when the fire up to play, but they make it so that isn't difficult. I think they take the point. Has spotted out Cave on the back end, but does enough damage there to force them out and retreats over towards the other side of the other side of the map. Isn't going to be enough to help them escape as Inferno does dive up and take them out here, and that was a very quick collapse here from Bay State. Good rotation, good presence on the point, and that's going to be the first cap going over to them.
Yeah, it's a well-played gambit there by Bay State, right? Sort of funnel everyone over the bridge. Canton tries to play in through White Room, and then Bay State's just there to come in with a cleanup. Now, Cave actually going for the scout, gets the hack. They're trying to get this elimination onto the Tracer.
Man, this is very deep here from Bay State. They are playing up against spawn doors, and they've managed to trade out 2 for 1 here. They're going to lose Cave, who Inferno should be back into the fight relatively soon. But Bay State just showing absolutely zero fear here. There's the self-destruct for the remake. Rabbits only just gets out of that one with their life. 12 HP on the back of tasting the full force of that self-destruct. Bay State need to be a little bit careful. There is the option here for Skadoosh to maybe go off into the back and secure the flip. But honestly, Bay State are not taking their feet off the pedals here at all. This is looking very difficult for SUNY Canton.
Look how many ultimates have to be committed just to get out of spawn here for Canton. And I mean, it's still not over and done with. You have to kind of force the issue. Primal Rage is going to force you even further into spawn. And
oh no!
I mean, yeah, this has become a bit of a brawl in spawn.
That was a crazy game of tennis there. It was the battle away from Faded with the Primal right into the waiting Pulse Pistols of Forgotten. And they are going to lose Faded here. They've traded out for Skadoosh, who again we're back fairly quickly. So they have given up a little bit of ground here, Lafon.
Yes.
Except for Abs.
I mean, they're still giving up, they're still fighting it, and they have the resources to kind of keep contesting. EMP, Sound Barrier if necessary, and of course the Coalescence to just sustain even further.
Oh, nice eat there from Papamelon. That's one less ult to worry about. But Cave's able to take down Skadoosh. There's the EMP. It's going to catch Rabbits and Zekrom. Forgotten has the overshield there from the Sound Barrier. And just as easy as that, that's going to be 4 kills, 5 kills on the trot here for Bay State at 86%. And Canton are just not even getting any chance at all to get... Oh, no. Oh, is this going to be the bomb from on top of the Orca from spawn? Okay, we might actually see the contest coming out here. They have just managed to get themselves onto the point and finally have their first fight here. Skadoosh over on the Winston now. Ults to play with here for Canton, meaning they should be able to find a way to damage through this. That's going to be the Pulse Bomb, that's going to be the Self-Destruct and the Barrage. Here, finally, Canton have some kills on the board. Inferno's going to get 2 with the Self-Destruct. This should be it for Canton, but given the tempo we've seen from Bay State, I think it's going to be a struggle to hold on to it.
Yeah, and I mean, this Bay State's still making this expensive. If Faded can survive, okay, it doesn't, but there was a small window of opportunity. Bay State are not giving this up yet, and they're getting the frags required.
Yeah, Inferno finding kills. They've forgotten back on the Pharos, like anything you can do, I can do better. To Rabbits comes in and finds the picks, finds the second one, and honestly, I was ready to call this for Canton like 30 seconds ago, and Bay State refused to say die and hold on to this first point on Lijiang.
Well, now we have an answer as to the previous matches that Bay State have had, right? The question was, how many objective points did they kind of give up? Were their matches close? Bay State, yeah, I mean, they're giving a very dominant answer right out of the gate, and that is perhaps not, Yep.
Yeah, that was there's aggressive and there's aggressive, and then there's Bay State, because it almost didn't bother capping the point on that first flip. They all pushed forward to take the fight to spawn. I believe they had to send, maybe it was Abs back to spawn, back to the point to actually flip that over. Yeah, dangerous stuff here from Bay.
Here's an interesting switch up. Double projectile, or double aerial projectile here, at least seemingly. Okay, Cape goes over to the soldier, but playing the Pharah here, this is going to put a lot of pressure onto Papa Lemon, specifically, because that is really the only player who can kind of deny this aerial threat from Forgotten.
Yeah, you've got to be a pretty good Doomfist to be taking out Faris, and you've got to be a pretty good Doomfist just to punch him blindly like that, and that's going to be 2 early kills here for Canton, taking down Infernal and Abs. There is the option here for a res, but it still only puts them in the 5v6. I think they're just going to give up some space here, getting some splash damage from Forgotten to build up towards that barrage, but otherwise let Canton have the first flip.
A couple of switches coming through here as well as Abs goes over to the Ana specifically here in this regard. A little bit more concentrated heal. Great combo on Infernal.
Yeah, I mean, always a difficult one to try and get that kill in on a D.Va with the fly so prevalent. Ooh, Rabbit's taking a bit of damage, and the direct rocket from Forgotten takes him out of the fight entirely. Rabbit's happy to stand back here and pepper shots in from range and gets nice and close to having this ultimate online. Now gets it online, decides to pop it in, and it buys coming for the rest to come through. That means Faded is back in the fight, and there's the barrage right in the middle of the point. It's 3k in the D-Mech from Forgotten, and I'm expecting the point flip just about now.
One of the strengths here for Bay State is that they continue to apply pressure even when you expect the fight to kind of be over, right? Even when they're down members, they're still putting a damage in. They're still making sure that you can't really take space away from them. And that means that Canton had to be on the back foot constantly. Rabbit's already forced to use the using the ultimate here by Doomfist. Yeah, the Meteor Strike in play just to get out. That's not the most ideal situation. And you can see, I mean, they can't even start the fight.
That's very, very unfortunate. They have managed to get a trade here in the fact that the Doomfist did find a kill onto Abs, but I just don't feel like they've done enough. Nice bait there on the hook, a little jab around the corner and gets that out of the way. But, I mean, look, all Infernal is doing is buying time, is taking Rabbits out of the fight, and so they're not in the middle finding punch kills, and that's enough. That's enough, and they're going to keep this rolling on through. A couple of kills from Canton, but not enough to flip from Bay State.
And that was a fight that Canton actually commits the sound barrier to, right? So that's now not going to be in play here. This is going to have to be a rush fight from Canton. They could come in and use the Reinhardt Earthshatter aggressively, specifically on the tanks, get those eliminations, and then kind of play out from there. They cannot allow Bay State to make these little skirmishes happen around the map, because that is where Bay State excels at with the composition they're running.
The barrage just to interrupt the teleporter. We have to wait a little while longer before going to make that rotation. And it's going to be Ghosty trying to make this happen here with a Photon Barrier, and Skadoosh with the Earth Shatter. No kills just yet, and Forgotten finds 2. That means that Earth Shatter's really got to stay on board for the next fight. Oh, well, I think Skadoosh went for the reset, and it just kind of faded, got a little bit of a tag there with the jetpack, giving them the point. And it's now 85-31. It's last fight territory for Canton.
It is going to be a situation here now. If you need to just walk at this front line and get an elimination, use the Shatter and spawn. But,
well, it doesn't matter because they're having this fight up by spawn again. Faded landed the Primal Rage. Kills are coming through. Rabbits is going to go down. It will be the D.Va. Papalemon on point, but a nice... I mean, why even bother, Infernal? You saw what was happening. Why would you... Oh, my days. That was calculated. That felt like a BM play, LaFon.
It did. It's actually going to be the point flips over.
I mean,
you reap what you sow, really. This point flipping over is entirely because of that hook.
Yeah, it is. I was just gonna say what a nice bubble that was. Perfectly encapsulated it, and Inferno went, no, I have another idea actually.
Well, we'll see how well they're able to recover from it.
Okay.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, that'll do. Well, 2 and the last half of that went into the defense matrix. And here's Cabe once again with the tactical visor. A little bit of help there from Faded, secures the kill. And they've kind of done the damage at this point. There's nobody really left to keep this contested. And look at the tracking here. Look at this. Just all over the place. Cabe manages to find the kills. There's the flip. Overtime going to tick down. And Forgotten looking for a displacement kill at spawn. And boy, what a showing from Bay State.
Yeah, Cabe at the very end there was playing. I don't know if you've ever played that browser game mode where they're like jumping into the air on the side of Lijiang Tower. Yeah. But it's been modified so the soldier instantly takes them out with a headshot. That's what was going on in that particular
pretty much
moment in the overtime. So look at the highlight of the round of the map, and I mean, Bay State in control. Pun definitely intended in that regard. It's certainly one-sided for Bay State. They make it look collected, right? You can see they're kind of doing their best attempt to push the limit testing of their compositions in some of these rounds for sure.
I think it's a pretty good measure of how confident a team feels as to whether or not they are making mistakes that you would otherwise look at and go, well, that was dumb. But in this instance, I think it was literally just BM. And we kind of talked about it when it happened. That hook onto the Diva Bomb there, taking out both tanks and securing the flip. They kind of went, well, that's a wash. Came back in, immediately took it over in the next fight. So they can recover from it. It's a weird kind of unforced error because I feel like it was done on purpose. And I think that says a lot about exactly how this is going to go over the rest of the series.
Yeah, the truth is, if you're going to be this team, right, and this is a conversation you kind of have to have. There are teams that are really good and really cocky is the wrong word, but really gregarious, I suppose, is the nicest way I can put it in terms of how they play on the field. There's nothing wrong with that. The thing is, though, is if you're Bay State in this particular instance and you're doing this kind of gameplay, you have to be perfect, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because this is the kind of position you've kind of put yourself in as a result. The teams that do this stuff, which is, again, I think it's fun to watch in certain cases, especially if you're a fan of Bay State. But the moment you start giving up a little bit of ground, right, it starts to kind of bite back against you. So in this particular instance, it works. I'm curious to see how it plays out the rest of the series, though.
Yeah, I think you can make a couple of those kind of plays and have that be fine. You keep on doing it. Eventually, teams will learn to take advantage of that kind of thing, and you'll pay the price in map points at the very least. But yeah, it's. I don't think it's particularly that Canton were looking poor there. I think it's really just that the tempo that Bay State were playing at was such that there was no real time for Canton to take a breather, take a breath, regroup, and come back in. Other than the couple of times they managed to flip the point on our second submap, it just felt like Bay State were like, no, our game plan is we are just not going to let you rest at all, ever.
Yeah, there's I was having a conversation with a couple of coaches in times past. We were kind of joking around. To your point, we're joking around about the concept of ult on cooldown, right? Where as soon as you get an ultimate, you use it, right? You don't plan, you don't, and it's the kind of style, the same kind of style here, right? Where as soon as you kind of get that situation, that spacing you need, you play aggressively with those cooldowns, and it's incredibly successful because teams don't have time to react, right? So I think it's an element of if you can kind of break that rotation of ultimates, then you don't have those combos to kind of clean up. But if you can keep them flowing, then it can be incredibly successful. And for Bay State, that's exactly what happens on map 1. And so, yeah, to your point, that is, I think, a very strong way of playing the game because no one else kind of does it. And so, or you're not used to playing against it necessarily. So definitely something that Bay State has taken advantage of and have given themselves a very clean 1-0 lead in the series.
Indeed. Well, let's have a look and see exactly where we're going to next. Of course, that was only the first map, and it's going to be loser's pick from here on in. So let's go to the map and see where we're going to next. It's going to be our escort map coming up next after this. I believe we are still waiting on confirmation of the choice. Oh, here we go. We're going to Dorado. So I feel like it's been a little while since I've had the chance to cover Dorado personally. Given what we've seen from Bay State, are we expecting much of a change up in what they were running here, or does this style of play kind of suit Dorado?
I mean, it does suit Dorado quite a bit, or it can suit Dorado. I think that's one of the things about Dorado that's interesting is we've seen so many variations on what's capable on this map, right? We can see the dive. It is Bay State who's defending first, so they will be in the blue. Obviously, it's going to be Canton attacking as a result. So in terms of, Phil, what we can kind of expect, I think for Bay State, there's no reason to switch off of that high-tempo composition, especially because you're so strong at it. So I think that is possible. You can also run the bunker composition that Orisa is viable here. You can also run rush to a certain extent, though that first third of the objective can be somewhat of a shutdown, as it's tough to kind of defend with the Reinhardt. That high ground first sort of overpass, if you will, by that first choke is kind of where a lot of what I would consider the meta compositions right now get most value.
Well, looks like we are ready to load in. So let's have a look. Loading on into Dorado. What have we got here? So it's going to be Bay State starting the defense. SUNY Canton looking to
we also, I believe, have a sub in, if I'm not mistaken. It is Neb who's in on the support role.
Indeed.
Instead of Mikan, who was playing the main support.
Wow. So we've got a double bubble situation here on the defense. The Winston Zarya is maybe not what I would have gone for here, because the D.Va seems to be... D.Va is always powerful, of course, but D.Va in particular has seemed to be incredibly strong right now.
Yeah, D.Va is, I think, the off-tank of choice, so it is indeed a surprise. I think the more surprising thing is we're seeing the May Reaper with the Winston Zarya, right? This is more a composition we expect around a Reinhardt, and the fact that your Faded's playing the Winston, pardon me, is certainly something to kind of take pause. But there's that first drop-in, bubble used early, flashbang, not going to find value.
Yeah, and Cabot gets in the back and finds the kill. That's Voxless down, but maybe didn't anticipate Ghosty there, as they will find the counter kill on this one. Of course, this heavily favors the offensive side. Faded drops in, takes a lot of damage, has to use the bubble. There's now no projected barrier for another few seconds. Gets out of trouble, and they're just looking to slow this down for now. Forgotten Hacked can't drop into the ice block, and Canton, maybe it's taking them a little while to break through this one, but they are slowly making progress. But this is great control from the high ground here from Infernal. A lot of charge, managing to find a kill. Getting to 82% of the ultimate here, less than a minute into the game, is honestly phenomenal charge rate for Azaria.
Yeah, not only that, beating out some of the faster charging ultimates like the Nano Boost.
Okay, well, we've got some swaps coming through. Forgotten's coming back on the Doomfist, nice and quick, and there's Gabby taking the bash. Infernal now has that Gravity on life, and it's going to lock up 2. He's going to pay for his life. Gabby closes the distance, now fires on in. Faded gets in with the Tesla Cannon, finds one. Forgotten with the 1-2 punch here, and that will be the reset. A little bit of a misstep there, I think, on getting that seismic slam, but as the stagger comes through onto Papalamon, that's going to be where the hold solidifies.
And we talked about the D.Va at the top of the show. That's now going to make an appearance as Infernal makes a switch after the first ultimate committed. So there are having 2 critical swaps, the Doomfist from the May and the D.Va from the Zarya. So Bay State now playing a much more in-your-face style for sure. Nano Boost likely to be clutch faded.
I mean, that was actually a really good bubble. Like, took the flashbang, fine, that's whatever, but the bubble interrupts the follow-up damage as well, meaning that they're safe in that fight, and of course still have the ultimate ready to get out if necessary, and still finding kills here for Bay State.
Yeah, very, very clean engagement. I will say this is the one fight here that Canton has the upper hand, right? They have the EMP, and there's no defensive utility apart from the Sleep Dart. So if you can get in position, if Rabbits can get in position, then there is a possibility here of a fight happening. Definitely going to be difficult considering how aggressive Bay State has become.
Oh, faded into the backline again. Will get stunned. Has to use the Primal Raise just to keep themselves in that fight. But it's pinball time, and Voxless is on the receiving end of those flippers. But 2 kills coming from Bay State already. They've only had to commit that 1 ultimate. There's no need to commit the Death Blossom here as the kill comes through onto Zekiram. And honestly, Bay State just not letting up even a millimeter.
Yeah, this is now going to be 6 ultimates online for the offense. How are they going to use it is the kind of question that we find ourselves in. Because all these resources are good, but Bay State are not giving them an opportunity to even get collected to use them. And, I mean, with a minute left on the clock, you have to win this next fight cleanly. That being said, I will say the defense has given themselves... Yeah, stacked themselves up quite well.
Okay, but Forgotten finds 2 picks, interrupts the High Noon. The High Noon does not come off. Ghosty dies in the middle of that one, so it's 4 kills. The EMP was out. I have to reiterate this for Canton, but it's Bay State that win out the fight. Canton did not find anything with that one. They have 2 support ults left for this next fight, and frankly, this last fight.
Yeah, the disaster scenario would be using the Transcendence to walk out of spawn.
Yeah, that would be a turn off the PC and go home. Nice hook, unfortunately does not work out well for Skadoosh, and there we go. That's going to be the Transcendence out. There is now nothing to interrupt Cave's Death Blossom, which should be online sometime in the next couple of seconds. Now there's not even a flashbang to deal with it. Faded's going to fall down here though, and it looks like Cave might not have got anything with that flashbang. With that Death Blossom, we weren't on board to see exactly what happened. Gets punished for it, as we see Zekiram managed to find the kill here. Infernal still causing trouble though. There's the pick. Zekiram is down. Pepper Lemon is asleep. There's the hook, and Infernal is now out of mech. Forgotten making a long run back, maybe slightly flubbed that one, but look at where this card is in overtime. Bay State have to win 1 fight, they have to knock Canton off in a deep overtime, and that's it. This is their point.
Oh, Forgotten's going for the rollout here.
Okay.
I mean, the fight's already over, though.
Yeah, but Fate Forgotten was having fun. It was a little holiday tour, a little scenic round trip around Dorado, and they weren't needed in the fight anyway. It seems Fate did most of the damage there.
Yeah, I will say, for any Canton fans there, perhaps it was a fate that we, a fight that we didn't necessarily have the. It's tough. It's tough. It's really, really tough to be in this position. I've been here, man. I've been on both teams, actually. Well, not these teams specifically. I
was going to say,
but in the circumstance.
Yeah.
Both sides of this circumstance, as a coach, as a player.
Yeah.
And it's difficult, right? Because the issue is, whenever you're playing the game, right, you're always kind of communicating with your team and making sure that you're all on the same page. There's the idea of what's next, like what's our next step. For Canton, unfortunately, the next step isn't a strategic one, right? Like we saw, they actually made a really smart play with the EMP. They waited for all of Bay State to kind of coalesce outside their spawn room, then use it. But Forgotten's the only one who doesn't get caught by the EMP, right? So it's a five-person EMP, but the Doomfist comes in and stuns out the burst damage via the Deadeye, right?
Yeah.
So it's a smart combo, but in this particular instance, Bay State, it's just the mechanics have been so strong for them throughout this game.
There's some things you want to just put down to bad luck, and I do feel like Forgotten not getting caught out by the EMP may be an example here of bad luck, or I suppose you could call it just heads-up play from Forgotten, because that really could have worked out a little bit different here. Well, that's the dive coming in already. No bubble this time for Faded. Gets hacked as a result, has to back out. And didn't really do too much to displace anything up there for the Canton defense.
That being said, the card has already moved, and look where the golden box of victory is.
Yeah, they need to get in and contest this. They've honestly spent far too long on this initial high ground. They've got to make a quick rotation because there's, less than 5 meters here, and boy, Bay State just not giving it a single second of consideration here for Canton. That is it. Blink and you miss it. Bay State take Dorado.
Ooh, Cabe. Ooh. Still one more map to go. One more map to go. Here comes the highlight. I wonder if this is where Cabe got stunned out of the death ball. Oh, got hacked. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So not even the Death Blossom here. Yeah, dodges that. Actually interrupts the mech. Okay. Wasn't an ult after all. It was just, that impressive primary fire from the Reaper.
I caveat, there was an ultimate. It was the nano boost, but it was not Cave's ultimate. So I was incorrect in that summary. The map has gone rather one-sided. The series is being one-sided for Bay State, right? The execution has been clean, the mechanics have been clean. Even the fights that they kind of struggle, I use that word loosely, it has been either intentional or the recovery has been very good. So for Bay State, it's been really business as usual, I think, is probably the easiest way to put it. For Canton, I think they've put a pretty decent performance, and now I have to sort of temper that statement because no one wants to hear an analyst say you put a decent performance when the scoreline is like that, right? That's not fair to the players, but I think that their ideation in the match has been clear. It's the execution that's been a little bit tougher for them. And so I can see where they're going for that. And that's, I think, a good step, especially when you consider the other series they kind of have to play later.
Yeah. It's very hard when a match is this one-sided. It is a little bit difficult to find positive things to say about the team that is receiving the drubbing, right? And as a caster, you don't want to be like, they were just bad, they were just awful, and we're avoiding saying that for a reason because it's not the truth. It's just an unfortunate difference in, I think, experience and in play style. It just seems like Canton are not used to this tempo of play, but they are doing their best to adapt to that, and you can see that through the choices they're making, through the actions they're taking, both with their comps and their use of ultimates.
Yeah, and I think in an instance like this, I'm thinking about what's next for this team, right? Their next match, what are they going to take from this and kind of use as their application in? Because again, this is not the end of the season for them; they still have games to play. And so even if this match is kind of a struggle, there is stuff that you can kind of use in the next one. Because here the truth is you don't have time to make decisions, right? When you're playing against a team that's as well practiced as Bay State is, they don't give you that opportunity. So in the next match when you kind of play and you have that time, you can make those executions faster. And that's kind of something you can learn from a game like this, which is, if you're thinking about it, it's taking too long, right? You should have already executed on whatever idea you're about to come up with. So that's something to kind of take from this, in my mind at least, heading forward.
Yeah, absolutely. We are still waiting on confirmation as to where we're going to be going to next in what could be our final map of this series. And while we're waiting for that decision, a little word from our sponsor. Lenovo Legion knows you play to win. To stand up from the competition, you need equipment that matches the speed of your thoughts and actions. The Legion Y25 monitor delivers wins in the toughest, most critical situations. With its extreme 1 millisecond response time to its insane 240Hz refresh rate, the Legion Y25 doesn't just keep up, but does a lot more. Built for those engaged in a vast multiplayer battle at the tournament level, the Legion Y25 offers a 24.5-inch FHD IPS panel with built-in NVIDIA G-Sync compatibility. The Legion Y25 monitor is available at Lenovo.com and other fine retailers. LaFon.
Quick note on G-Sync actually, because I run it on my monitor. It's a great option for, especially if you have a computer that can't quite hit consistent frame rate on your display. Super useful in terms of screen tearing and stuff like that. So I can vouch for the tech.
Good. I'm glad to hear it endorsed by such a competent authority. I know that one of your many hobbies is the son of computer tech.
Yeah, it was in a previous life that was kind of what I did. So there you go.
Looks like we are just still waiting on confirmation here from our. Okay, the decision has been taken out of my hands. We are going to go and have a look and see what our next map is. We're going to go to our Salt type here.
Phil, are you telling me that we, the casters, don't in fact start the game?
No, as much as we wish that we had all ranging control over the broadcast, all we can do is talk until someone gives us something else to talk about. But it will be Volskaya Industries. Let's talk about that, LaFon.
Yeah, it's Bay State defending.
Okay.
Raise your hand if you're surprised. And I better not see any hands there. There's no one who should be raising their hands in surprise. No, defending here makes a ton of sense, right? You kind of get to set the tempo, and we've seen how dominant they can be in their gameplay. So it makes sense that they can kind of stop the series, early. They didn't give up space on map 2 in many regards. And so I think for a map type that is as dependent on those clean fights that Assault is, it makes sense. And I think here, the question I think is, how is Bay State going to take this first fight? Are they going to be reserved and play kind of defensively, then kind of spring their trap, if you will? Or are they going to go aggressive out the choke and try and just stop the fight before it even begins? That's kind of what I'm looking for.
I think they're going to hold from the mega health pack on the far side of the choke towards spawn. Given how they've been playing, that genuinely wouldn't surprise me. What I'm interested in here is it's a loser pick format, so this is Canton's map pick. I want to know what they think they've got here that Bay State don't know how to deal with. Because it looks at the minute, and granted they're still in spawn, so let's not focus on that too much. It looks like a rush variant, and we know that Bay State can do that and do that really well.
I would actually like to see, and here's kind of the one adjustment I would make for this team. I think rush is a good choice. I would like to see them play as a 6-person unit, though, because the closer you are in a death ball, the less likely a sudden pickoff can happen, right? And so I don't like the Roadhog pick. I don't think it kind of plays to the strengths of this composition, but we'll see if you can get value out of it. The Tracer on the high ground. Cave just falling into obscurity, really.
Yeah, well, takes a bit of damage, but Forgotten finds the opening pick. That's going to be Ghosty down nice and early. Oh, okay, there's the equalizer. Maybe you weren't expecting that. Zekrom getting in on the kill feed. Forgotten down. Cave layering in the damage here with pulse pistols, looking for a kill. Takes a lot of damage, has the recall available to them. No blinks left, but still finds the pick. And we're looking for the D-Mech on the Diva here. And that's going to come on through. Maybe we don't even kill the Diva here. No, we are going for it. It's actually going to be Fader that gets in and finds the squish there onto the Moira. And, okay, maybe they didn't start. What a stick. What a stick there. That's unfortunate for Skadoosh. And sure, they didn't start off in that mega health book, LaFon, but that's where they are now.
Yeah, they're playing up extremely aggressively here. And, the issue here now is how do you break this? I think the hook, the idea behind the hook, right, is to try and just isolate a singular member. But at this point, you can see Cabe is just playing with the space and giving to them.
Yeah, I mean, a good tracer is hard to stop at the best of times. When the rest of the team is providing so much pressure and making it so difficult for you, Cabe can just thrive in the chaos here.
That is absolutely the case. In this particular instance, here's the other issue, right? Tracer's TTK, so their time to eliminate you is so high, but while that all is happening, you still have to dodge the Widowmaker. Forgotten is just chilling on this balcony on the right.
When have you ever seen a Widowmaker playing up there in a match? Like, it just never happens.
No one.
Well, that's absolutely info sight. Oh dear. It's gone from bad to worse. They're still walking at the. It's the Zen in the front line.
Yeah, well, you know, the fourth sniper on the roster, the Zen. We get the Gravitic Flux out here as well, a kill with the primary fire for Inferno, and Abs just zooms right on in, playing by the spawn doors. Has an escape tool, like, as the Coalescence, as the Transcenders even, can play up there if they really want to.
I like the idea of the Transcendence being used not defensively for the team, but as a movement ability.
Well, you know, you get that burst of speed, you can get out of trouble, you're invincible for 10 seconds or so. We get the rally coming out from Neb, and we're going to see, actually, Rabbits get the first pick here. You can see Ghosty make the swap over onto the Widowmaker. Oh, forgotten. Ice in his veins, straight around, finds the headshot, that's it. And yes, they may have lost a player here, but Canton, unfortunately, just cannot make the difference, and Cabe's going to be back nice and quick here.
I will say, though, that's the rate of terror the Tracer taken down.
Briefly.
Briefly. Small, Forgotten is 35 HP, so a stiff breeze would have been able to knock them down, but unfortunately, Voskaya, the weather report is clear today.
Oh, nice sleep, though, yeah, big sleep.
I don't think anyone get to it, though.
No. Oh,
the
that
shield
was
is there,
a
too.
heck of a shield. That was so good, actually interrupts that nade, which may have connected. And the House of Dominoes, so carefully constructed here by Canton. Sadly, we're going to come crumbling down once more, and we are at the 32nd marker. Have got a kill in favor here of Canton, but it's going to be the Wrecking Ball who'll be back lickety split.
At this point, what is the least likely thing that you would expect to happen? Because I think that's what Bay State is trying to go for.
I don't know. If I'm Canton here, I'm thinking, how can I get past this? Maybe swap. That's unfortunate for Rabbits. Buys a little bit of space.
Oh,
not close enough to land the flashbang, and it's going to be taking them out. And that is it. Not even as much as a foot across that initial choke here for Canton. Bay State are taking no prisoners.
Someone better check any dictionaries that have been lent out to Bay State, because the word mercy has not been included.
No. I don't think they've even picked the mercy for the support line this match.
They did, because they did have that far up pocket at one point in time. So perhaps they only know the word as the name of the character, you know?
Maybe.
But
sorry, LaFon, I interrupted you with my exasperated sigh, thinking, what the heck can Canton do here to mount a defense against the juggernaut of Bay State?
Go all out with the cheese at this point in time, right? Just take a fight, see what happens. It looks like they've started in that sort of situation, right? The double shield. They've got the Torb.
I would almost like to see the Bastion here. Like, let's really go all in. Let's get the Mercy for the res. We've got the Immortality field. Like, let's just make it as difficult as possible. Bay State are currently cooking up a nice big old batch of Gorgonzola here. If this is what they're going to rock out of spawn with.
Man, this composition is all about putting the tanks on the objective, teleporting the Bastion to the high ground, and then just raining bullets. If they stick on it, actually, this might be the teleporter over the edge on the left here.
Yeah, I didn't wonder if it looks like it's going to be the ranked classic. Don't worry, guys.
The funniest part about this is when people fall off. That is objectively so funny.
Yeah, but that's a nice positioning, nice and deep onto the platform there.
Yeah, unfortunately for us and for Canton, they make it successfully. So they now have gone into the back line.
Nice dodge there from Cabe. Some space being bought there by Faded, and now the tanks are set up. Forgotten finds the opening pick, and there's the Bastion we were all worried about. Turrets up, and the rest of Canton down. Ghosty will find a pick here, and actually we get a couple of kills coming through from Canton. They're not out of the woods yet, though, as Forgotten is playing up in melee range. And it's just going to be the Torb left holding on. 33% required, 33% gained. And for those of you keeping track, we've been on air 40 minutes and we're done.
And so this is now, basically it's now 4-0, right?
Yep.
So they would have played 3 maps in each of their series, so a total of 12 maps. In all of those 12 maps, they've given up 2 objective points.
Yes, it's quite the performance.
Dominance would definitely be the word, I think, to apply to Bay State.
Yeah.
In terms of their scoreline, in terms of their performance, and apparently, according to all data we have, this is not the first time they have kind of done this. So
no,
very strong performance.
This is Bay State making a real argument that they are a team to be watching as we progress through the ECAC season for a real run at that top spot. Lafont, that is, I'm afraid, the end of the matches for today for Overwatch. We do, however, have an interview coming up. We're going to line up somebody from Bay State in just a little while. So whilst we get that sorted, we're going to throw it to a little break, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Big, I gotta do it big. That's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides. Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here with the interview portion of our show, and joining us from Bay State is Neb. Neb, congratulations and welcome to the broadcast. How are you feeling on the back of that win?
I'm feeling pretty good. You know, it was a quick win, so always nice to have those.
For sure. You know, a little bit in terms of like the matchup here. You guys have kind of been pretty strong throughout the season so far. A little bit of a little bit of understatement there from my part. But for you guys, what is kind of the expectations for this season? What do you guys want this season to look like for you guys?
Well, we're in like a lot of leagues, so we have games almost every day.
Wow.
We haven't lost a match in any league yet. Fingers crossed for Northwood Friday. But so hope to win every league, get a bunch of money, and then national championship is main goal.
Nice. And I wondered, looking, and maybe you don't want to give anything away here, but, you know, looking at who has won Contenders NA in the past couple of seasons, and we've got a collegiate team currently kicking butt there. Any aims to maybe take this outside of the collegiate league and start looking at Open Division and Contenders?
Yeah, well, so from what I've heard is Open Division Contenders going on a little bit of a break right now.
Mhm.
So right now, collegiate's the main path to pro, and then there's some other like tourneys, which we're looking to compete in some of those. So outside of collegiate, we might face tier 3 teams.
Fair enough. You know, the strength of your roster is pretty obvious. You know, your performance here was kind of speaks for itself. What's the program like for you guys there at Bay State?
It's great. So we have our like director who's awesome, and then our assistant director is more Overwatch. Our main director is like more focused on league.
Mhm.
So he comes in and he tells us to spawn camp teams so hard that they DC. So whoever touches the doors the longest gets
Yeah.
$10 at the end of the season. So
Okay, so it's all for that $10. Well, look,
Yeah.
it's clearly been successful for you guys, so I guess keep on doing that. I want to ask a little bit, other than touch the spawn doors, like what's the strategy you guys are going for here? Because it looked like the strategy was just don't give anybody any kind of space to think or to rest or recuperate. Like, what's the thought behind how you set up that kind of comp?
Yeah, well, it's like if you can demoralize a team within the first map, then you just win the next two. So
Okay.
whatever you do that first map, you can do whatever you want on the next two maps, and you'll end up winning. So kind of goes into Infernal Hog. We don't talk about it, but
Oh yeah, hang on. Lafon, I don't want to interrupt here, but can we talk about that hog hook on Lijiang Night Market, where he pulls the Diva Bomb out of the beautifully placed Winston bubble? Please tell me there was some kind of repercussion in comms for that.
It was a lot of laughing, and then our flex support Abs just started yelling.
Yeah,
and he was confused. So,
fair.
Well, I mean, I think that pretty much wraps up all my questions because I wanted to touch on that too. So we got both of us on the same page there. Congratulations, Ned. Though excellent performance there today. You guys continue the dominance, and I would say good luck in your further matches, but I have a strong feeling you guys don't need it. Regardless, though, well played today.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, Ned Lafon. Thank you for keeping me company on the broadcast. Always a pleasure to work with you. Everybody out there in Twitch who stopped in to support us, thank you very much. Love the support. Hopefully we'll see you again next week for some more action. And, of course, there is more ECAC going on throughout the week with other games and other tournaments to be keeping an eye on. But for myself and Lafon, that's all we have for tonight. Take care, and we'll see you next week.
Broken, I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out to finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out to finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 Wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying